Morning, folks. Now, the fact that I don't care anymore doesn't mean that there's nothing left anymore that annoys me. So let's go for it. Oh, and by the way, I haven't been in my comment section for quite a long time. Wasn't in the mood. I'm only human. But I'll catch up soon. Promised. Thanks for your patience. I love you. YouTube ads, especially the non-skippable ones, are pretty annoying. I get it. Although I don't care, because at least for 3 years or more I've subscribed to YouTube Premium. I don't see any ads at all. Now, yesterday I saw a clip on YouTube, not on YouTube, on TikTok, of a content creator who was using an ad blocker on YouTube so that he could watch videos without any ads at all. But now there's a message on YouTube saying, "Oh, I think you use an ad blocker. We don't like that." So you have 3 options. Either you deactivate the ad blocker, or you subscribe to YouTube Premium, or you get out of here. Got 3 videos left to watch, then you have to decide. Oh, and he was furious. This is outrageous. It's his right to decide if he wants to watch ads or not. And he doesn't play that game. And he now stays on Twitch and TikTok because there the ads are not that annoying. You know, especially on TikTok, if you see an ad, just swipe away, you're done. But Twitch, I don't know, I'm not on Twitch. The funny thing is, no 10 minutes later, I saw another clip of this creator on TikTok where he's complaining that his TikTok revenues went down from $1,300 US down to $2.21 because TikTok changed their terms and conditions for their partner program. Not that I have Schadenfreude, but karma is a bitch, isn't she? Especially because he said that he's a creator himself and he understands that creators make money because of the advertising. But that doesn't mean that I have to watch them or that I have to subscribe. World doesn't work like that. You know, we pay so many subscription fees for such a lot of bullshit like Netflix, Amazon Prime, Disney Plus, DAZN, Sky, and YouTube Premium now is too much. You know, I subscribe to Netflix. I don't use it. I don't know when I watched the last film on Netflix. I only have this account because of my 80-year-old mother. Yes, I pay for the additional user. Amazon Prime, I have it for priority shipment and the music. I don't watch anything at all. And I tell you what, 99% of my media consumption is YouTube. I get everything I want from there. You know, entertainment, education, knowledge, everything I know about, let's say, building a computer with a custom water loop, all this camera stuff, how to change my electrical switches, even how to unclog my sink in the bathroom. Everything from YouTube. Now, in my opinion, this is no advertisement. In my opinion, YouTube Premium is the only platform that is worth paying a subscription fee. So you have the choice. Watch ads or pay or get out. That's the way it is. Whatever you decide, whatever situation you're in, it was your decision. You're in that because you wanted to be there. Next topic. Dating apps or the entire dating culture nowadays. Guys, what's wrong with you? Now, as you might know, well, I have to watch my steps. I'm freshly out of a long distance relationship. Let's say for 2 months now. But I'm not sad, I'm not traumatized at all, because yeah, the relationship didn't end like that. It was slowly fading away, and in fact we didn't see us for more than a year, and the last time was less than a day. So anyway, and indeed I'm happy for her, because you know she's ghosting me now for 2 months, because she made a decision to improve her life and to live a happier life in her meaning, and I'm happy with that. And as I mentioned before, I don't want to be alone for the rest of my life, so I'm looking for something new. Or let's say I want to find something new, because like, I think it was Lao Tse who said, you shall not search, you shall find. And so I did some research on the entire dating stuff, and apps like, you name them, Tinder, Bumble, Hinge, whatever. And before I come to my point, just to annoy you, as always, little story. You know, in my first life I was a metal worker. Then something happened anyway, and I made another vocational training, you say that, as an office clerk, and now I'm a financial accountant. Anyway, when I finished this vocational training as office clerk, I had to write applications, of course. And back in the days was, I think, end of the 90s, you had to write them, print them out, put them in a nice folder, send them out via post. Nice picture from a photograph was expensive. So I wrote about, I don't know, 50 applications. Mostly no response at all. No interviews. And most of them didn't even send my docs back. Now I saw in the newspaper a job advertisement of a famous consulting company with 3 letters. And I said to myself, what the heck? They don't invite me anyway, but I knew they only took the best from the best from the best, and it was an amazing company. Everybody wanted to work there. I wrote an application anyway. Couldn't lose any much, and what the heck, it was just for fun. And I tell you what, 2 days later, they called me and asked me if I can come in for an interview. And that's not the point. The point is, I went there for the interview. I was sitting there with the accounting supervisor, Jürgen, and we talked a little. He went through my docs and he said, Mike, your docs look pretty amazing. But to be honest, and I was thinking, what's coming now? He said, to be honest, I don't care at all. For me, it's important that you can get along with my team. Everything else, you're gonna learn. You want to do that? And I said, yes, please, sir. And as I said, I didn't put much effort in it. You know, at the end of the interview, he asked me, Michael, your letter, who wrote that for you? I said, it was me. Anything wrong with it? He said, no, it was unique. I liked it very much. So why I tell you this story? Simply due to the fact that dating nowadays is nothing more than an application process. Or even worse, like an interrogation. And the same like an application, you go through several steps. First step, picture. Don't like your face, you're off. Second, your age. Don't like your age, you're off. Second, the rest of your profile. I don't like, you're off. And then, if you made it until then, and you get a match, you have to write a pickup line. If you don't know how to write the first pickup line, you're off. Serious? I don't say that this doesn't work at all. I know it does. But, you know, friend of mine, several relationships from Tinder, and they all went, let's say, bankrupt during some month. I don't know. So now let's say I open up a Tinder account. Now, to be honest, I'm not a 10 out of 10, maybe a 4 when I have a good day. So my picture, difficult. Then my age, 58. What the fuck? I'm too old for everything. Now this might sound a little weird, but when I look around me in my, let's say, near vicinity, the average 58-year-old man is at least 10 or 20 years older than me, or even dead. You know, I might be 58 on paper, but I feel like 35. And most of the time I act like 25 or even younger. And yeah, I decided for myself that I identify as a trans-juvenile. I'm a 25-year-old man trapped in a 58-year-old body. And my pronouns are Ö and Keule. Now let's face it, a lady in her 50s, when she's looking for a new partner, she's looking for a, at least what I think, serious, grown-up man who has his stuff together. She doesn't look for something like this. You know, by, let's say, mental condition and physical constitution, I would perfectly fit to a woman aged 30 to 40. But if a woman in her 30s or her 40s is looking for a new partner, and she sees this fucking dude is 58, she doesn't look for something like this. You know, don't get me wrong, I have my stuff together as well. And in my experience, I have my stuff together better than the average 50-year-old divorced man. I have no debts, no mortgages, no elementaries, no any family issues in my background. But that doesn't count on a dating app. And I know I'm not the guy that you fall in love with on the first sight. Even on my channel, many people say, whoa, the first time I watched your videos, I didn't like you at all. But you know, that changes by time. But in general, when you're on the first date and it doesn't sparkle, you don't get a second chance. So if I don't use a dating app, what can I do? Walk up to a lady, no matter what age, and ask, you want to go for a drink with me? You're called either creepy or a sex offender. You know, my last girl, you know, the one that I'm done with now, I met on the Camino de Santiago. And as I mentioned before, for me, if you want to find someone new, Camino de Santiago is the perfect place. Because when you meet someone, maybe a little sympathy, you walk together, talk together, stay at the same albergue, go for dinner. There's no dating, just do that because you're both there. And then maybe something is developing. And on the Camino, you don't play a role. You don't stay at the bathroom for several hours, dress up perfectly, show you from your chocolate side. No, on the Camino, there's no disguise, no cosplay. On the Camino, you see the people, how they really are. They look weird, and they smell funny. And honestly, the girl that I was with, if I would have seen her profile on Tinder, I wouldn't have matched her at all. It's not that she was not good looking, not at all. Just not my preferences. Well, on Camino, you find out that's not the only thing, it's the entire package. So, after thinking about all of that, what can I do to find a new partner? Either a really, really, really weird coincidence happens. Or I have to walk the Camino up and down until I find someone. Or I die alone. So far, till next time, stay safe, stay healthy, stay tuned.